Good morning, Ramelia. So we have our first information on some of the cuts that had to be done by 1 p.m. today. 2022 roster cuts tracker, Rams Wire. Let's get into it. So Los Angeles Rams have begun trimming their roster down to 53 players ahead of today's 4 p.m. Eastern deadline. And while they're taking things a bit slower than other teams, it's likely because of the tough decisions they're facing. Exactly right. The Rams' moves have begun, and we'll be tracking all of their cuts here until they're finally 53 players. Safety Dan Isom waived, but they want to bring him back to the practice squad. We'll see about that one. Wide receiver Landon Akers waived. Akers spent most of last season on the practice squad and should be a candidate to land back there this year. He was elevated for a couple of games last season. So maybe we'll bring him back. Here's the surprise. My guy, Jacob Harris. We might try to bring him back for the practice squad as well. Most likely somebody might take a chance on him because of the speed and the, he runs a 4.38 in the 40 and the height. That just shows that Lance McCutcheon maybe, was the guy that took that spot. Harris was fourth-round pick by the Rams last year, making his move a pretty big surprise. He's a crazy athletic player who can line up at the tight end and wide receiver. Harris should be a strong practice squad candidate. So we'll see if somebody goes after him. Maybe seeing Lance McCutcheon do his thing. Maybe they're like, oh, maybe he's similar, So he's got a lot of attributes, but he's been injured, and that's just what happens. Hopefully we can bring him back. And here's another surprise. Chris Garrett waived. Garrett had trouble getting on the field as a rookie last year, dealing with injuries and a bout with COVID-19. He also had a groin injury this summer, which caused him to miss the first two preseason games. He simply hasn't been able to stay healthy. So that's what happens in the NFL when you can't get healthy and you can be cut. We'll see if we can bring him back. We'll have more cuts and later on. Hopefully there's not very many more surprises. My guy Chris Garrett, but especially Jacob Harris. I was hoping to have him lined up with Lance and the guys. Maybe he'll be able to make it to the practice squad. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'll do a live tonight with all the cuts and we can talk about it. I say let's do it at 8:05 today. I'll do a live, okay? Hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll talk to you tonight.